Okay. Hi to everyone. MEM School of Engineering, Department of Mechatronics, online class number 3, subject Robotics and Machine Vision System, Unit 1, Chapter 3. So, myself, Saravanan, Assistant Professor in Mechatronics Department. Okay, this is the course objective and outcomes of Robotics and Machine Vision Systems. So, this is the syllabus for Robotics and Machine Vision Systems, Unit 1. This is the chapter 3. So in previous chapters we discussed about robotics. We discussed about what is robotics, what are the types, so what are the classifications, so what are the specifications required to design a robot, like that we discussed. So now we are going to discuss about power transmission systems of industrial robots. So that means power transmission, it is a best tool for work transfer the power or motion. Okay, so that means, so drivers are example for power transmission system. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to discuss about what is power transmission system. So what is rotary to rotary motion system. So like that we are going to discuss in this chapter 3. Okay, power transmission system are used to transmit motion from the prime mover to the end equipment. They are also used for motion conversion like rotary to linear or linear to rotary and vice versa. Okay. So power transmission systems widely used in robotics are, that is, gears, belt, chain and shafts. So these are the power transmission system used in the robots. So power transmission elements, okay, that is driving and driving shaft, connectors for transmission of motion and power from driving to driven shaft, belts, chains, gears, ropes, pulleys. Then supporting elements, axle, bearing, brackets. Then holding elements, coupling, pin, key, bolts, that is key bolts and nuts. So these are the elements required for power transmission systems. So first we need to know the what is rotary to rotary motion conversion. That is, input rotary motion is converted to output rotary motion, but with a different speed and different torque levels. Okay, this is used in the most of the uh, systems are done by the rotary to rotary motion conversion. So widely used conversion systems are gear trains and harmonic drives. These are the two best example for rotary to rotary motion conversion. Okay, so this is the example for gear train. So gear train means, so gears are connected with in a connected in a series or compound conditions. Okay, these are the gears. In harmonic drives, it is an internal gear. That is, there is a uh, outer gear. There is an inner gear. So inner gear transfer the rotary motion with the output gear. These are the harmonic drives. So we are going to discuss about the gear drives and the harmonic drives. So gear drives. So gear drives is a series of gears connected so that each gear turns proportionally when driven by a prime mover. Output speed and torque can be increased or decreased using a gear drives. Okay. Step up gear drives increase the output speed and reduce the torque. So reduction gear drive reduces output speed and increase the torque. It is the simple concept for gear trains. So widely used type of gear trains are simple gear and compound gear train. So simple gear train, it is a simple gear train. A series of gear wheels are mounted on a different shafts and between the driving and the driving shaft. Okay, each shaft carrying only one gear. This is the main concept. Each shaft carrying only one gear. Consider A is a drive gear, D is the driving gear, B and C the intermediate gear. So in this diagram we can see. Okay, that is these are the gear, different levels of gears. That is all the gears are connected in a different shafts. Okay, that means so A and D are the input and output gear. So remaining gears are intermediate gears. Okay, the intermediate gears will not affect the velocity ratio of drive and a drain gear. The intermediate gears change the direction of rotation of driver gear. Therefore, it is also known as ideal gear. When number of intermediate gears are even, the driving gear rotates opposite direction of driving gears. Okay, so these are the equation. This is the equation for velocity ratio of drive. That is the velocity ratio of drive depend on the RPM of RPM of gear, then teeth of the gears, number of teeth in the gear. That is number of teeth defined by the T, and RPM of the gear will be defined by the N. Okay, that is velocity ratio of the drive is equal to NA divided by ND is equal to TD divided by TA. That means here already we defined B and C are intermediate gears. It will not affect the any velocity ratio. Okay, so so only we are not adding the NA, B and C values. Okay, so these are the velocity ratio between A and B, velocity ratio between B and C, velocity ratio on C and D. Okay, so finally we can get the Na by Nd from this equation. Next one, compound gear trains. So when center distance between two shafts is small and high velocity ratio is required, the simple gear trains become partially impossible. Okay, in this case compound gear train is used. In a compound gear train, the intermediate shaft carry the two gears which are rigidly mounted on shafts. So consider consider this compound gear. That means here also we have four gears, but A and D are the fixed in the different shaft. B and C fixed in a same shaft. Okay, this will affect the speed of the total system. Okay, this is the compound example for best compound for example for compound train gear trains. Okay, so here A is the driving gear, D is the driving gear, B and C keyed to an intermediate shaft. The B and C are called compound gears. The gears B and C are mounted on the same shaft. This is the main concept that B and C are mounted in the same shafts. They rotate at the same speed. Okay, so velocity ratio between A and B. Here we cannot negate the B and C, so we need to consider B and C. Okay, we need to find out the A and B and C and D. So like that, same concept, that is N and D we are using. So since the gears B and C are keyed to the same shot, both of them rotate at the same speed means NC is equal to NB, but TC not equal to TB. But NC is equal to NB, but TC not is equal to B. Okay, so we can calculate the velocity ratio between A and D like this. Okay, these are the other types of other types of gear trains. So first one is reserved gear trains. In this grain train, the first and the last gears are on the same shaft. The back gear arrangement in lathe machines is reserved gear train and it is used to reduce the spindle speed. The next one is epicyclic gear train. In simple and compound gears, gear wheels rotates about a fixed axis, while in the epical grain train, the axis of rotation of the wheel are not fixed at all. They are used in motor cars and other vehicles like this. This is the epicycle example for epicyclic train. So power transmitted by gearing. So in the gear train, if the losses due to the friction are neglected, so the power output at the drive shaft equal to the power input at drive shaft. Okay, that is power transmitted by the gears. Okay, I hope that we discussed rotary to rotary motion. Okay. So another example for rotary to rotary motion is harmonic drive. So nowadays most of the robots are done by the harmonic drive because it is produce high torque as well as high transmission rate. Okay. So harmonic drive mechanical speed changing device invented in the 1950s that operates on a different principle from and has a capabilities beyond the scope of conventional speed changes. It consists of thin ring that deflects elastically and it's rolled on the inside of a slightly larger rigid circular ring. Okay, so it is used in the satellites and high speed industrial robots. Then engines they are using the harmonic drives. This is the diagram for harmonic drives. Here there are three parts. One is circular plane, another one is wave generator, another one is roller. So inner roller is produce the transmission system start. So outer roll defines the uh, output ratio of the power transmission. The ratio of the input speed to the output speed depend on the different in the number of teeth in the circular plane and the flux plane. So speed ratios as high as 320 to 1 can be produced in a single reduction harmonic drives that are lighter, smaller, and more efficient than the conventional high ratio drives. So next one is strain wave gearing. Is a special type of mechanical gear system whose theory is based on elastic dynamics and the utilities flexibility of metals. The three basic components wave generator input, flux plane output, circular plane. Okay, same. So wave generator is made of two separate parts, elliptical disc called wave generator plug and outer ball gear. This so mechanism for strain gauge mechanism, that is reduction is equal to flux plane teeth minus circular plane teeth by flux plane teeth. Okay, for example, if there are 202 teeth on the circular plane and 200 on the flux plane, the reduction ratio is 200 minus 202 divided by 200 is equal to minus 0.01. That is the concept used in the harmonic device. That is reduction ratio. Okay, that means I hope that you all know about the rotary to rotary motions in the industrial robots. Okay, thank you. We will meet in the next class.